Hey everybody, I'm Jer. My goal for my YouTube right now is to help people that I've grown to love, the followers on this channel that some have become like family to me, to learn about finances, to learn about business, to learn about stock market, to learn about trading and investing, and to hopefully make money in the long run. I have been interested in the stock market and in business since I was in middle school, probably like 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago now. Wow. Closer to probably like 25 years ago, since I was like 13 or 14. And I've learned along the way. What I've seen is that a lot of people don't want to get in the stock market, don't want to know about finances, don't want to trade or invest or do options in the stock market, don't want to learn about business because it has been made to intimidate people. Like the jargon and the phrases and words used can be intimidating. Graphs are intimidating. Fundamentals and breaking down what a company is and what they do and how they do it, while it's exciting once you get past all the jargon and the financials and everything else, and you understand more of that, while it's exciting to be in the stock market, it can be difficult to grasp and get a handle on and understand. So along with stock picks that I'll give out along the way, or stocks that I'm looking at in companies that I feel are undervalued, or maybe even stocks that I feel are way undervalued and I'm like, hey, don't get into this, or stocks that I'm going to do options in, that I'm going to be trading options in. Along with that, I want to use the channel to teach people mainly about the stock market, but also about business and how business financials work and how businesses in general work and companies work, and get people excited about the stock market and investing and trading and doing options, but do so from the ground up, teaching people about different terms that are used and jargon that is used that can be kind of confusing. And you may say, oh no, it's really easy, but for some it's not. And I learned that, whereas I think that some of this stuff is really easy to me because I've been following it for 20 plus years, maybe isn't so easy to somebody that's just starting out now and may not understand those terms. So I'm going to do a video today about market cap. And then I'm going to do other videos that hopefully teach people. And if there's stuff that I can learn, I'm going to search that out and actually learn it too. Because there's still a lot in 20 years that I haven't learned that I want to learn. And I will teach as I go. And if you catch something in a video or something I say that maybe isn't right or whatever, in the comments say it. And I'll research it and look and see what the meaning of whatever that thing is. So today I'm going to talk about market cap. Market cap is I want to say it's the most important metric of a company, fundamental of a company, fundamental of a company, because market cap is the value of a company based on the float, the amount of shares available, and the amount of shares the company has outstanding, and the stock price. So the number of shares and the stock price, which gives you the public value of a company. That public value is the market capitalization, which is usually shortened to market cap. If you go to Investopedia, I will pull it up here. It actually is on my screen, but I can't read it on my screen. Let me see here. Where are you? I have it here here somewhere. Right there. There it is. Okay. Market capitalization refers to the total dollar market value of a company's outstanding shares of stock, commonly referred to as market cap. Now then, so something I said was kind of incorrect, but is still right. So you'll have free float, which is what is available to the public right now that people in the public own, the amount of shares that people in the public own. And you'll have that, and that has its own market cap as well, but it doesn't get paid attention to as much. So you'll have free float market cap, and then you'll have the actual market cap of the company, which is all the companies, the total number of companies, of the company's outstanding shares. Is calculated by multiplying the total number of companies' outstanding shares by the current market price of one share. So, as an example, a company with 10 million shares selling for $100 each would have a market cap of $1 billion. Excuse me. The investment community uses this figure to determine a company's size as opposed to using sales or total asset figures. In an acquisition, the market cap is used to determine whether a takeover candidate represents a good value or not to acquire. Okay, so market cap can be used to determine, for a company to determine if they're going to buy a company, acquire a company. And it is used a lot for acquisitions, for mergers and acquisitions, because they will be like, okay, well, this company right now is trading at this price, and it'll be the share price or whatever, and then with this amount of shares, which is going to make the market cap, and so they'll be like, well, the public, based off of how this company is managed and different like revenue and different numbers, the public sees this company being worth X amount of money, which is that market cap. So they can look at it, someone looking to acquire the company, and be like, hey, we will take this into consideration, and we'll say, okay, this company's future growth could possibly be this, and they'll come up with an amount, and then they'll add the two together, and they'll be like, okay, this seems like a fair price to offer to acquire this company. But you as an investor should be looking at the company and being like, okay, what is it trading at now? What's the market cap? What does the company have going on? What do you see in the company for the future? And then that can you can determine off of that what you're willing to get into the stock at, what number you're willing to get in the stock at, and you can determine kind of an exit price that you want to get out of the stock at. An entry point and exit point. That exit point can change. Obviously, if the company changes, you want to change your exit point. So let's say that they're doing great things and the growth potential is huge, and in your mind you're like, okay, well, my exit point was this. They're making this huge change. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to up this exit point to this, and that can be where you get out at. But market cap is huge. I'm going to say it's the biggest thing about a company, because that is showing you what the company is trading at, what the public and investors, other investors and institutes think that the company is worth right now. And it determines everything. So market cap matters. That's the biggest first thing to learn about the stock market. Is market cap is what the public thinks a company is worth based on what the share price is and the amount of shares available and what they're trading, what they're trading at. So that's the market cap. That is what the company, basically that's how everybody sees what the company is worth. Can it be worth more? Yeah, but it's basically up for investors to determine, and the interest in that company to determine what a company's worth, and then you can look at the market cap and be like, well, I think that there's potential for them to make this much. So really, in my mind, and this is how I come up with my market, with my target prices, is I think, okay, compare this to this other company and what they're trading at, and then compare what they're doing now and what they're investing in now, and where can I see their revenues going. What do I think the company, and a lot of times I will give a market cap target, whereas most people will give just a share target price. I do more of a market cap because I think that that's more important, because a company can do an offering and then there's more shares, or a company can split and there's more shares. So your target price for share price should change with that. But so I try to give a market cap target. And usually that market cap target is based off of me doing my due diligence and research on a company, what I think they're worth right now, plus it's kind of like acquiring a company, what I think they're worth right now, plus their potential, like what they're going into and what that market looks like, and what I think they can make off of that market. And so that is where I come up with a market cap target, and then I do the math off of that and give you a stock price target based on the current number of shares. So yes, market cap, very important. Hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully somebody watches it. If not, I guess whatever. But that's market cap. I'll do more videos like this because I do want more people to learn about these things. Market cap you can find. I'm going to do a video on this, but I don't recommend Robinhood. I recommend going to marketbeat.com or Yahoo Finance, or Google, I believe, even has market caps of company, but Robinhood is usually off. But I'm going to do a video on that as well. Okay, that is all I have. Like I said, I hope this helps somebody. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and like, and I will see you very, very soon. All right.